Okay, lesson 71. This is trinomial factoring, but first you want to take out the greatest common factor. We see that there's an x. Each one of these has an x. Remember that the greatest common factor is usually the lowest power. Actually, it's always the lowest power. So I'm going to take out an x from each one. So I'm left with x squared, 6x, and 5. When I factor, I like to mentally multiply to make sure that it still equals right here. Now so there's the x I've factored out. When I factor trinomials, I know the first terms multiplied together equal x squared. Then I look at the last term. It's positive, so I know the signs will be the same. Because when you multiply, the only way you can get a positive is they're both positive or both negative. And since the middle term is positive, I know they're both going to be positive. So now what two numbers multiplied together equal 5 but add up to 6? It's 1 and 5. So that's factored. We've made it multiplication. In the second example, they each have a 4 goes into 4 and the 80, and they each have a b. Those are b's, not 6's. And they each have an x. So the common factor is 4bx. So when I take out a 4bx, I'm left with an x squared. Here I'm left with a minus x. And 4 goes into 80 20 times. So once again, I multiply mentally to make sure that's 4bx cubed. That's minus 4bx squared. That's minus 80bx. Now it's a trinomial, and the last term is minus. So the only way I can multiply and get a minus is one is positive and one is minus. So what two numbers multiplied together equal negative 20, but add up to negative 1, or 1's understood? Well, the bigger number must be the negative. So it's 4bx times x plus 4 times x minus 5. Positive 4 times negative 5 is negative 20, and plus 4 and minus 5 is negative 1.